Hello everyone and welcome to Topological Algorithm Sort. Today we are going to learn about classic and practical algorithm graph. Theory. Topological sorting. It is widely used in real-world scenarios like task scheduling, build order, and dependency management. It is truly a fundamental technique worth understanding. Let's start with real-world example. Imagine you work at a software company and you need to deploy a system. This system is made up of several modules and some of them depend on others. For example, Module A and Module B must be installed before Module C. Then Module C and Module D must be installed before Module E. Obviously, you can't just install modules in any random order. The dependency must be respected, otherwise the system won't function correctly. This is where we need to find valid installation order that satisfy all the dependency rules. That's exactly what the topological sort algorithm help us to do. From a graph theory perspective, topology sorting works on something called a directed cycle graph, or DAG for short. In this kind of graph, each node represents a task. Each directed edge shows a dependency. Basically, an arrow from one falls to another means the first one has to be done before the second. The goal of topology sort is to arrange all the tasks in a straight line, a sequence where every dependency is respected. That means, is there an arrow from task A to task B, then A must come before B in the final order. A cycle means some tasks are stacked depending on each other in a loop, and when that happens, the task involved can never be completed, which means topological sorting become impossible.
Next, let's go to an example to see how topological sorting works in practice. Suppose we have an graph with 6 tasks: A, B, C, D, E, and F. Here are the dependencies. A and B must be done before C. B must be done before D. C must be done before E. D and E must both be done before F. The arrows in the graph clearly show all these dependencies. We use Conn's algorithm to perform the topological sort. This method is sometimes referred to as the n-degree approach because it works by tracking how many dependencies each task has. In a graph term, a node's n-degree is the number of edges coming into it. In other words, how many tasks needed to be completed before this one. The first step is to go to the entire graph and count the n-degree of each node. For example, A and B have an n-degree of 0 because no other nodes point to them. In other words, they don't depend on any other task. C has an n-degree of 2 since both A and B point to it. D has an n-degree of 1, E has 1, and F has 2. Next, we add all nodes with n-degree 0 into a queue. These are the tasks that can be executed right away. At the start, queue contains A and B. We take A out of the queue and add it to the result. Then we look at the node it points to, C, and decrease C n-degree by 1. Next, we remove B from the queue, add it to the result, and reduce the n-degree of C and D by 1 because B point to both of them. Now, both C and D have n-degree of 0, so we add them to the queue as well. We continue C from removing C from the queue and adding it to the result. C points to E, so reduce E n-degree by 1. It becomes 0 and goes to the queue. Then remove D, add it to the result, and reduce F n-degree by 1. After that, we process E, add it to the result, and reduce F in degree again. Now, F in degree becomes 0. So, we add it to the Q. Finally, remove F and add it to the result. At this point, the Q is empty, and all nodes have been processed. We successfully build a valid topological order: A, B, C, D, E, and finally F.